Hillbilly 2015. This is my first video of the year, and eventually I will have a different background. I have been working for over a year on my background. I wanted to really use, as of this year, I wanted to use some posters that I had set aside specifically to be my background. They're fantastic posters featuring art by Aunt Lucia, and I feel terrible that I have not been able to get them up yet, but we have tried several times here and there over the last year to mount posters using Mod Podge. This is one example of an attempt, and it actually looks really good from a distance, but there are a lot of little wrinkles and little flaws in it, and I really don't want that with the Aunt Lucia posters. So we are trying and practicing different poster mounting things so that we can get that background going for you. It's going to be a little busy of a background. There's going to be some of you that missed this one, but I really want this background, so it will happen. Just didn't happen when I wanted it to. I'm doing a very quick tutorial today for the specifically for the Nashville Boogie. The Nashville Boogie is an event that's coming up this year. It's a very exciting event because it is a Nashville event. It's the first Tennessee event of its sort, and lots of great bands, including James Entveld and, of course, Hillbilly Casino, one of my very favorite acts. But the list of all the acts and the list of all the details about the Nashville Boogie will be listed below, as well as my blog entry talking about the event, and I'm super excited for it, especially because we're not going to make it to Viva this year. I will make sure and link all of my Viva prep videos from the past few years on Facebook and here and there. Make sure you check those out, because if you're going to Viva, they are really helpful. However, since I'm not going, I wanted to dedicate some videos this year to the Nashville Boogie. I'm really excited for it, but I also kind of feel like that it's something a little different than what I'm used to. I really love Viva Las Vegas. I always feel like I need to break out my best 1940s hairstyles and early 50s hairstyles, but I really love the fact that the Nashville Boogie pays tribute to traditional country music and Nashville-based music, as well as Tennessee-based music, and I think it's got a lot of potential. So please do check it out. There's also a giveaway going on. I believe it's on Facebook, so I'm going to link all that information below. And hopefully you will join me at the Nashville Boogie this year. I think we can make it a really great event. That said, I'm going to do a quick tutorial today that is kind of knocking out two things in once. For one thing, I kind of feel like that the Nashville Boogie is a perfect opportunity to do your big late 50s, early 60s hair. As you know, that was the going style for the country music acts of that time period, and so I kind of wanted to do pay a little tribute to that, but also do something that you guys have asked me to do, which is a very simple French twist tutorial. Now, I have never done a French twist tutorial, but I've done a few tutorials that incorporate a little bit of a French twist. They're very easy to do, but this one will be have a little bit of a 60s bouffant flair to it, so hopefully you'll like it. I'm starting out with second day hair that has been rolled and teased in these babies. These are large foam rollers. Now, as you can see, they do not give me a lot of curl, but they give me a lot of volume, and volume is what we're going for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just a really simple updo that you can do for the nights of the boogie, whenever you've been busy and you've set your hair the night before and you've been busy all day and you just want to do something quick and a little bit elegant for evening, but still kind of keeping in the fun spirit of the event. So this is what I'm planning to do probably one or two of the nights. My hair is nice and big, and I don't know, but I like to scratch my head and get it all huge and Peg Bundy, and anyway, this is the way we get started. So what I'm going to do is, the hair is already really nicely volumized, but I'm going to take a top section here. It's already been teased and all that stuff. So I'm going to take a top section here and I'm going to tease it just a little bit more, give it a little bit more lift at the top. And this isn't going to be a standard French twist in that it's going to have a couple of sections to it. I always do my French twists, usually, if I'm doing them for a night out or something, I'll do my French twists in sections, because I kind of feel like it gives it a little more volume. I have such straight hair that I have to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my bangs down, and incidentally, I rolled my bangs under with a flat iron. I always do, but this flat iron is especially marvelous. This is the Diamond Flat Iron by Irresistible Me, who does great extensions, and I'm going to do a review on this today. So if you're interested in getting a good quality flat iron, then make sure that you check out that review. But my bangs are pretty much done, and now I'm just going to take this top section here and It's been teased, so it's kind of hard to separate. I'm not going to worry all that much about it. The important thing is getting it looking decent. So I'm going to spray this little section here with a little of my hairspray from Vintage Glam, which is my favorite. And I'm going to just do a little bit more back combing. Now this back combing is some serious stuff. Y'all see all that nesty stuff in there? This is some serious back combing, and it is going to provide us with lots of volume because of all the product I have in my hair. Do you see that? However, the only thing about this is you're not going to be able to comb it out, so make sure you wash it out and just put some good conditioner in it. This is not something I do to my hair on an everyday basis, obviously, so I try to take as good care of my hair as I can and be as gentle with it as I can. But regardless of that, it is really fun to back comb sometimes. Okay. So again, this is going to be a French twist or French pleated style in 2 sections. And I am doing the top first because I want there to be, like I said, plenty of volume. Now because this is so ratty, I would typically go over it with a little bit of a natural bristle brush like this one, but I'm going to first take it and shape it a little bit with my Denman styling brush. And this is just going to smooth it out a little on the top and get it sort of spread. So now you see we have this fabulous bouffant going on, and I'm going to take it. I don't want it to be super neat. That's one thing I don't like with my sort of 60s styles, even though that was kind of show quality and everybody kind of wanted that really finished style. It's not something I really care for. I want it to be a little bit messy, sort of like the way the girls wore it to bed in some of the 60s movies, like the Elvis movies. Michelle Carey and Live a Little, Love a Little, her hair was always really messy but also very styled. So I like that. But as you can see, I'm taking this section and I'm pulling it back, and then I'm going to twist it and push it forward so there's even more volume up here. But I like that volume to be super, I'm trying to think of the way to describe it. I want it to be spread out, and I want the volume to be right over the crown of my head. I don't want it to be too far back. I think it tends to look a little alien if it's too far back. So make sure your volume stays right on top. And in order to keep it up there, I'm going to pin it in place. And then doing a couple of cross-shaped bobby pins right there to keep it in place. And then I'm going to take my my brush here, the one that's like the natural bristle brush, and I'm just going to go over the top. Just kind of spread it out and make sure it's all nice and even and very bouffant-y. And with the 60s style, I tend to kind of sweep my bangs to the side a little bit. And then I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it with my Vintage Glam hairspray. Okay, so from here, once you have all of your volume up and your sides back, what you would do is go ahead and just take care of the back. I mean, you can leave the back down if you want. It's kind of a cute look by itself, and it's very popular from the 60s. However, what we're going to do is we're going to take this back portion and we're going to French twist it. So the way I do a French twist on myself is very different than the way I would do it on someone else. When I do it on someone else, I tend to use Lauren Reynolds' technique, which is where you actually pin a row of pins up the top of the head and then just kind of wrap a barrel curl around. I find that very difficult to do on myself, and when I'm in a hurry, I certainly don't do it. So all I do is twist. I look up to kind of get all this drag out of here, and then I just twist. So you can see it just makes a very nice, easy pleat. Technically, you're supposed to tuck all of these ends into the pleat and then pin it. I find that a little boring, so what I tend to do is take it and wrap it around my fingers like this and make a little loop right here, and then I just tuck the ends into the pleat. And I think it gives it a little more interest. So I'm gonna take the bobby pins and I'm just gonna, I don't see what this looks like, so I'm probably gonna have to walk over to the mirror and adjust it a little bit, but that's what you'll do anyway. So I'm going to just pin this in. And you can pull some little pieces down and make it a little less severe if you want, but I kind of like this. And I don't want it to be super neat. I kind of like it to be a little bit lousy, so I'll probably adjust that a little bit as well. But I'm just going to take this and push 3 bobby pins into the pleat. So up here where my loop is, I'm going to take this bobby pin and I'm going to stick it into the loop and then push into the pleat. And that hides your bobby pins. Alright, so all I did was kind of just take a comb to it and smooth over a couple of spots. It's not that big a deal to me. But I'm going to take this comb and go up into this section here and pull it out just a little bit so it's not quite so close to my head. And just kind of gently pull it out, and you can see this side is a little more loose. And then I'm going to take this side and do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of pull with my comb. And it just makes it a little less loose. You can even take it and adjust it this way and get some little pieces going that are a little bit looser. I like to do that anyway because I like the volume to start here and not back here, so I don't want this part to be too tight. And it also kind of gives you some techniques for a French twist. So hopefully you like this. It's simple, but I like it. And hopefully the future videos will also help you. Make sure you check out those links below and check back over the course of the next couple of months. We'll be doing some more Nashville Boogie based styles, but this is a style that I think would be really fun with like an evening dress or maybe a little shift dress or something like that. So yeah, hopefully this helps you, and I'll be back soon with a couple of more videos for the week.